I say humbling, but it's not humbling. It's depressing. But and apparently Guadalupe is her street name.
So this is your 2 weeks notice or what?
Dude, I love it, bro. We need Black Santa everywhere.
This is the Burger Hour podcast.
Burger.
Okay, so it's my first. So I genuinely believe from the bottom of my heart that I'm going to be the most influential person in the world. Mm-hmm. At least for a period of time. Like, no, I don't believe that. I believe I'm going to be the number one, like I'm going to be have the most impact at any given moment, where even if it's just to my community, but it's going to have a global effect. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it'll look like, but I believe it. Like when I say that I'm going to be the number one influence in the world, like I just believe that. I don't know all the way what that means, but I think I'll know. Like I think, and I used to want to put it into words, and I think I can't anymore, or I could not, because it doesn't exist. What I have for my life just doesn't exist. And I think an influencer is the only word that I could think of. And that's what I've always thought of. But I'm like, that doesn't describe it. Mm-hmm. People would tell me that too. They'd be like, no, it doesn't describe everything that you do. But then I decided, well, no, everything that I do need to come second then. If it doesn't fit under influencer, I don't need to do it. Because people would be like, my mentors, they would say, it doesn't fit you. Like they'd be like, it doesn't describe. But after I started saying it, I think everybody kind of caught on like, nah, this is what he's going to do. Yeah. That's just what he's going to do. And I think now it kind of just makes sense. So, yeah. So when you say like, what's my first? That was a question. Like PewDiePie was the horror games. Like he really did his thing. Mr. Beast is like the biggest YouTuber in the world. Who else we got? First.
Let's think of
Kim Kardashian was the first Instagram model, like Instagram influencer.
Jeff Bezos. Yeah,
exactly. Or even Steve.
Is it Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs.
With the iPhone.
People like that. Bill Gates. These are the first. These are the first.
The pioneers.
I think I'm going to be a pioneer when it comes to social media influencing, or social media / whatever you want to say, real world.
It's multimedia.
Yeah, just multimedia, like, and connecting it with the world. I believe, like, the impact that I'm going to have when it comes to just convincing people to live a better life, convincing people to make the right choice. Like, I think it's going to be unmatched. And I think you're going to see a change in the way that people interact with others based on my influence. That's what I believe when we first up. And you're going to look at me and be like, yo, he was like, we had influencers, but he was an influencer. They're going to look at me and be like, dang, he was the mayor? Maybe the president? I don't know. Who knows? I probably don't want to do Congress. Like, I want to do a more front role, something that's more in the media. Yeah. Not so much behind the scenes. That probably sounds bougie and political, but, like, it's true, though. Like, I need to do something in the media because that's what I want. Like, I want to be able to influence people, like, and convince people, like, when it came to the COVID situation, I wish I would have been able to be in front of that. And though it probably would have been very stressful, and I'm not knocking none of the politicians who did it, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. I think that everybody probably, not everybody, but a lot of people did their best when it came to trying to make a good decision, regardless if your decision worked or not. It's a stressful thing. You got, it's a lot of power, and a lot of them don't deserve it. I'm sorry, but y'all don't. Y'all are clowns. Y'all need Jesus in your life.
Politician.
Like, pray, please.
Right.
But
right, drop your knees
to the real Jesus, like not the
other Jesus.
Yeah, like, but I think that I probably could have did a better job of getting in front of it, like commanding it. We've never seen a politician with media control. We've never seen a politician with their own following. The only one that we have was Trump. And I have a lot of opinions about that. But we've never had somebody with like Instagram Live. We ain't never seen We ain't never seen a president on Instagram Live.
Yeah, just the politicians, other politicians like congressmen, like.
And they really don't but it really ain't connected though. Like
really
they not really like,
As soon as I see Donald Trump on TikTok Live, I'm like, oh, it's over.
That's when it's gonna change.
Oh, it's over.
That's when it's gonna change. Like, and people say like, how you gonna win? Like I tell people and they be like, how you gonna win? How you gonna win? For like, first of all, calm your hating down. Your limiting thoughts, your limiting beliefs. Calm it down. I'm the number one influencer in the world, sweetie. Don't forget who you're talking to. You're talking to Des Burgers.
Yes.
But when you're saying how am I gonna win, I'll take it as a true question by social media. But we've never seen that, and that's what's gonna change the world. Like, if we would see, who should do it and it would win? Freaking, who's the old guy? Bernie Sanders. If he were to do it, he would win by a landslide. But I hope he doesn't. Please, Bernie, don't do it because I need to do it. I need to do it first.
If he did it, because I think he done for, bro. If I see him pull up in that, pull up in a wheelchair, scrawny, I'm gonna.
I don't care. Even if he did.
Text the
Even if he did, he would still win.
You think so?
Yes, because that's his demographic, and he's not leaning into it enough. But you see, well, his page is viral though. Mm-hmm. Everything he posts is viral. He up there with The Rock in numbers. Like he's up there. I don't see him like that no more though. Maybe it's because I'm not on political social media. But yeah, his numbers were up there when I was seeing him over the summer. Yeah. And I think even if he was old like that, even if he did some dumb stuff, even if he came out with like, yo, this man got dementia, I think he would still win because that's his audience. And if he leaned into it and showed that he could, yo, I might be slow, but I got decision making in me still, he would win.
The president saying at a press conference.
And
I might be slow,
but I ain't dumb.
Where am I?
He would still win. They would call him Uncle Bernie, and he would win by a landslide. I guarantee it. Please, Bernie. Well, he ain't watching this, and I hope this video does not blow up because I need to be the first one to do it. And watch me win. I'm telling you, that's what we're missing.
Yeah.
And so back to my point. Yeah, I want to be the number one influencer in the world. How did I get there, bro? I'm so ADHD. Oh, people are gonna see, dang, he was the president or he was the mayor, and he's got all these followers. Wow, he does videos. He goes, my mom just said, let's go to Colombia and she's in Colombia. She's like, let's go to Colombia and feed the people. She's like, when I come back, we should come back next year and feed the people. I'm thinking immediately video ideas, Christmas for 1,000 families, and I want to do this similar thing, but I want to do like Christmas. I'm talking like I don't know yet, but it's so big that I don't even know yet. And that's what I desire. Like,
yeah, you got the ideas. I don't know if I should say the music. You want to spit that atmosphere? What you want to do? Like,
what
can I say it?
One?
The music,
the big one,
the festival.
No. Cause they gonna steal that one, bro. Yeah. That's similar to the Black Side. That's up there with that one, bro.
Eesh.
And the ideas are so.
You get that done,
bro. Like, and it's
that's gonna be.
And the thing is, like, they're not even forced. You know who? That guy. I feel like with all his ideas, everything is so video based, and that's the difference. And no disrespect to him, I don't want to say his name so he can be cool when I get famous, but like, yeah, like, I just feel like his videos are so idea based. They're never to help the people, and I think the helping the people is just the kick out of it. Mm-hmm. To be honest, if I'm being really truthful, I just feel like, and I get to help them out of the video budget. Cool. It's not like people centered. For me, I'm like people centered, but get a camera here because this would be really cool video. Yeah. This would go stupid viral. Get a video.
It's always secondary.
But I'm like, I want to, like, in my mind, I have a passion in my heart. Like, I have a fire inside of me that wants to help people on a large scale. Mm-hmm. And when I say Christmas for 1,000 families, I'm not talking about every kid gets a gift. I'm talking like, what if y'all were middle class in America? How would you live? For 1,000 people. Imagine if I had the capital to do that. And if I can get sponsorships for that, like, it wouldn't even be a joke. It wouldn't be, you don't got to worry about me doing like FTX dude and taking your bread and dipping. Mm-hmm. Like that's my desire as somebody with no money. Like, bro, yeah. No, and that's my passion. Like, that's why I'm working to get the bread that I want to get. Mm-hmm. So I can do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good. And
I want people to see that and be like, yo, this is insane. Because like with Mr. Beast, like everybody, that's what everybody sees. Everybody sees like he's insane. Like, they're like, the way he's giving money. I want to like, I have to double it.
Yeah, I got to double it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know. With Mr. Beast, it's like, wow, I want to be as rich as Mr. Beast. And with the things that you want to do, wow, I want to be as giving. I want to be as charitable.
Yeah. And I think people do watch Mr. Beast and they're like,
yeah, they be as charitable.
They do want to give, but I think it's just, he's still like a celebrity. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, no, I want to be an accessible celebrity. Mm-hmm. I want to have an open social media page where people can come and message me. I want to pay people to screen my messages so I don't waste my time reading dumb messages. But like, you have a chance to get a response from me. I don't care if I got 10 million followers. You have no, that's too small of a number. Think big. 100 million followers. Mm-hmm. You can still, like, there's a chance that you could really still, if you have a good enough message.
Yeah.
Even if it's just me while I'm in passing time, like, hey, say this, say that, and have people text it for me. But like, you actually got a response from me.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's my desire. Like, there's a couple of celebrities that I really have talked to, and I'm not talking like on a tip of, because there's celebrities that I know, like I met them, I work with them, whatever. I'm talking like I would love to meet them, and they actually responded to me on just like a heart the message on a double tap, Yeah, and I want to be that, even when I'm way famous than them. Like ET's one. ET responded to me like so many times, and it could have been somebody from his team. I wouldn't even know though, because it was so quick, and I'm like, thank you for the emoji.
Yeah,
I'm like, he's just acknowledging that he read it basically, and I'm like, that's enough for me. It really is. Yeah. Ryan Serhant's another one. I'm like, you acknowledge that you read it, even if it's somebody from your team. Don't tell me that. I want to think it's you, but
keep the dream alive.
Yeah,
I'm a dreamer. Yeah. Would you ever be one of those influencers where it's like they take, hey, man, Des, I'm probably not going to see this, but my school's hosting an event where we need a speaker to come out and we really just need somebody.
Nah.
It'll be cool. Would you be like, I'll be there? Just 3, I'll be there. You know, be that?
Nah.
Like, you need to get paid for it or what?
Yeah, I need to get that check.
I'll be there.
Because I'm thinking, like, if you really needed me, you probably wouldn't be reaching out. People who, like, that's what I learned. My mom would always try to get me to, like, as a kid, and she didn't know, but when I was a kid and I knew I wanted to be famous, she would try to get me to, like, talk to celebrities and, like, try to get discovered. And I just understand would try, because it's all you know. It's like, if Neo did a song with me, I'm being so famous. And now I don't believe that anymore. And I believe that, kids are going to dream like that. But in reality, anybody who really needs you, they are not messaging you. They're somewhere on the street needing, and they don't know they need you. And I think that's, like, kind of the bliss of it. Like, you don't know who needs you, and they don't know they need you.
So just have that reach, and then hopefully we'll
we'll reach the right people. And I think, like, that's just why I'm so open to. I always say my money's blessed. I think I got it from my grandma. She would always tell people they ask for money, and she was like scared to give them, like they clearly look like a crackhead. Mm-hmm. She'd always tell them, she'd be like, my money blessed. So you go try to do something you ain't supposed to do with it, you're gonna get your hand burnt. This is what she said. She said you used to try to exchange that money where it ain't supposed to be exchanged, your hand might burn off.
That's funny.
And that's kind of how I think of it. Because I done gave some people some stuff. I'm like, why did I get that person that stuff? But my money blessed. So y'all better not be trying to get over on me. Because it will burn a hole in your pocket and fall right out of your drawers. It will.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sad day.
But I ain't popping up to nobody's school. Y'all don't need me. For what? So we could... That's on that celebrity. That's not what I want. Oh, it's Des. Oh, I'm Des. Everybody scream. Des, I'm my kid.
I knew it.
Say my boob's Des. I know. That's not me, bro. I want to be somewhere ducked off with the freaking kids in Belize.
I'm dead.
Trying to write a book. All right, everybody put a quote. What's your favorite quote? Put it in this book. Dang, bro.
I'm very hungry.
That's good.
Yes,
yes, when is lunchtime?
Yes, for success.
For success.
No. Belly.
Yes, the belly of the beast. Amen.
No, belly empty. I die.
I just reminded the people who be out there filming them hungry African kids. Knowing they got catering. Back at the tent.
They got a whole trailer, bro.
They got granola bars. Hey, get it closer on his bloaty stomach.
On that fly on his face. Yeah, get him. This is so sad. For $5 a day.
like as he's sitting there sipping dirty water, they're like, yeah. I like zoom in on the boo boo inside of his water, please. Go. He's drinking a big gulp from the freaking they got a 7-Eleven down the street. This kid just can't afford it. Like they just left when he got a 7-Eleven hot dog.
That's crazy talk, bro.
I'm just like, I don't get it. Or they still show that Jewish woman on TBN, the Bible Network. They still show that one Jewish woman. I don't want to say this. I'm gonna say it. She gotta be dead by now.
Hey yo.
In business, I was a kid and she was dying, and I'm just thinking, y'all, they showing her dirty stove and what she cooks on, and I just can't afford. I only need like $100 to buy my medicine. I think I'll die next week if I don't get it. They're like, wow. They gotta go back and edit it for 9 months, get it into production. Like wow, that's so sad.
It's like, sir, she died. Now we gotta do an update, please.
Yeah, they show it every week.
Hey, bro.
Or the miracle water.
Miracle. Oh my goodness.
You know
what is that,
bro?
What is that?
You know miracle water?
Is that like the woman they promote in Africa? Like
no, it's here. It's on TBN. They get so it's blessed water.
By who?
Miracle water.
This ain't it.
All right.
Ain't it. They over here selling miracle water, bro.
And they give people testimonies, and I used to believe it because of the testimonies.
You don't believe me? Listen to this paid actor that I have.
My headphones disconnected, but yeah, so they drink that water. That is,
it's like biblical, like it's promoted by like pastors, like biblical stuff. People.
Yes, it's Peter Popoff. Jesus finna pop off on him.
That's crazy.
Miracle spring water. You never heard it? It's in a bottle.
That's really sad.
Or it's in a bag or something. That's just wow. In Jesus' name, that is so. It makes my blood boil.
That's sad. Makes me find out it's real.
And people are really buying it too, man.
Nah.
They're buying it so they can get a check for $5,000. Wow. Like that's literally the Cash App scams. Cash App me $100 and you get back $10K. Cash App me $1,000 and you get back $100K. I'm gonna cash it back to you. And people really sending their money to some dude.
Yeah, no. This road is.
Yeah.
Religion
is crazy nowadays, man. Speaking of religion, I found out that Mexican people think that Jesus is Mexican today.
What?
Somebody told me, first of all, there's a Hispanic lady. She said, I'm gonna tell my daughter that Jesus is black. I'm like, I thought you was Catholic, but you don't believe in, like, I thought you wasn't Christian no more. Like, you don't believe in no more. She's like, I don't. But I want her to think Jesus is black, though. I'm like, wow, you're so woke. That was the funniest conversation I ever had in my life. She's like, and Santa gonna be black in my house. I'm getting black Santa.
I'm like, man,
I'm like, wow,
you're trying too hard.
I love it, bro. I'm like, the Mexican people think Santa's black too. I love it, bro. We need black Santa everywhere.
That's so crazy because like he's not real.
Yeah, it's like you were so weird arguing over the race of a
magical being.
Yeah,
Santa's black. No, he's white. Like, oh my!
Like, I love it though. Black Santa everywhere. Black Santa for the win. FTW. But then she told me, she was like, "So is Jesus black?" You know, I don't know. I don't believe it. And I'm like, "Oh well." I would say that he's black. It's for being from Bethlehem, Israel. You know, everything. He's got to be a darker complexion. And also in the Bible and Revelations, they say he's bronze. That's how they describe him. Mm-hmm. So, you know, to be honest, it doesn't matter what color he is because he wasn't American or European or anything. He was African. So the color doesn't matter per se, but we can assume that he was darker, especially back then. Races weren't as diversified, so most people were dark. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, oh, okay. Because in my house, he was Mexican. I said, pause. We can argue whether he's black or white, but Mexican, that's out the picture. That's out the picture. Because Mexico is new. Yeah. Mexico just got here.
That wasn't the thing. That was the thing. He's the only Mexican. He was the first Mexican.
He was the first Mexican.
He's like, baby. He's like, no.
Yeah. No. He was pretty Mexican.
I ain't walking the water.
He was Enrique.
Enrique Jesus.
His hair blew in the wind as he walked on water. And then, okay, so that's what she said. She said Jesus was Mexican. And I was like, no, he was not. He was like, Jesus. And I'm like, dang, he might be Mexican. I don't know. And then she was like, so what about Mary? Maria. So Mary's name is Maria Guadalupe. Did you know that?
What are you talking about, bro?
They call Mary Guadalupe.
In like the Mexican like Catholic church, like
Virgin de Mary Guadalupe. Maria Guadalupe, whatever they say. Yeah, that's her name. And apparently Guadalupe is her street name. I learned that we was researching it. So apparently, like after Jesus died, you know, she was old or whatever, leading the people. Because you know, Catholics, they put Mary differently than Christians do. They believe she's like, yo, if you gave birth to this dude, then you obviously are a powerful vessel.
Yeah, you gotta be revered.
And yeah, so you're similar. Like they celebrate her day, and that's why you know Guadalupe's. That's why they're named that. Especially if you're born around the 10th of December, which is her day, then you're named Guadalupe Maria automatically because it's out of respect for them blessing you to be able to be born on that day. Then you need to show some respect. And I think, and I want to say that's why if you're born around Christmas, your name's Christian or Jesus. Don't quote me on that though. That was not in the research. I've heard that before, but I don't know. Might not be a reliable source. Wow. But yeah, I know for the Maria and Guadalupe thing, that's for real though. Like people are, if you're born on the 9th of December, your name is Maria or Guadalupe. Like that's just how it is.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. And so we were researching why. It's because after Jesus was born, she was up there, preaching to the people as she was. Mm-hmm. And she was like, call me Guadalupe. It means river or something. But that was her street name. That was the nickname. She adopted herself. So they call her Maria Guadalupe.
That's what's up, bro. Do your thing, Maria Guadalupe.
Yeah.
He's the only Mexican. He came out wearing a bandana.
He's a cholo?
He was a cholo. He was wearing a bandana.
Ah, Dios mío. ASA.
Hey, Holmes.
Hey, Holmes. I heard you didn't pray, fool.
You didn't pray, fool.
Get on your knees and talk to the Father, fool.
Don't be afraid, fool.
I'm with you, fool. I am with you, fool.
I'm with you, fool.
Hey.
Man, that wasn't. That you didn't turn water to wine. That was Modelo time.
That was Modelo time? It was no water to wine?
It was Modelo time, bro.
That's good. Hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna cut this out what I'm about to say. So you can kind of like break it. But I think I want to do like a couple of like deep scenes, bro.
You want to do what?
Like where you can add the piano in the back and put it in black and white.
Oh,
and
like, like a motivational stuff? Yeah.
I think so. What you think?
I mean, I've done it before.
Because I did. I said that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like where else it would go. Like I think BRGR was the best place for me to do that. Because I don't think I really kind of touch on that. Like,
yeah. It's gonna be some Endezla finance or.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Like motivational, like, man, you need to stay consistent. Like, I'm talking like the deep. When you see Kevin Hart do his like breakdown and they put the workout videos over it. Like, I don't see what content can I talk about in Endezla's finance that would lead to that.
Money. I see like the Andrew Tate stuff when he's talking about money.
But it ain't ever like. I think they'd be forced when they make his stuff dramatic.
Yeah.
I think it'd be forced. I don't ever think it's like natural. I think the only time I ever seen him really do like a breakdown was when he was just talked about his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only time I ever see that man be authentic. When he talk about his dad, he like, see my dad, man, he was he'd be taking breaks. I'm like, yeah, you're being truthful now. We can tell by what you're talking. I'm like, see, a woman, if she's not on her knees begging, then she's stupid.
Like, all right, where's the script?
Right. But yeah.
Yeah, you can do it on the BRGR, bro.
I think that's the only place.
Yeah,
and I think it fits. I don't think it's necessarily forced. All right, ask me a statement. Go.
What do you feel about death?
See, back in my day.
Day. Back. Yesterday.
I don't know. I don't think I got nothing deep to say right now. But what you got to say? How was your week? Any updates? Life updates. Be transparent.
Let's think. Let me see what life update. Bro.
I'll cut back in when you figure out what to say. That's when I'll cut back in. Let me know before you start so I can ask the question again though.
Okay.
I should put an ad break.
Right here. I think a lot about.
Remember, I did want to do that. I did want to start filming commercials. Maybe we should film this week.
Yeah. All right, I got one.
And then we also could post it separate for drip. Filming one a week is easy, but I think it's just coming up with an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? I'm asking.
I got you.
How's your week? Any life updates?
Good.
Wait, first of all, wasn't that a great commercial that we just saw?
That was a good commercial.
I'm not going to say who it's from. Don't mention who it's from because we don't know who it's going to be from yet.
I would either buy or partake in said service. that just happened.
Said service was very delightful.
Said service was very delightful, no matter if it's a physical or
digital product.
Digital product, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so updates, life updates. How's your week?
It was good. I'm just doing my thing. And
anything new?
I'm thinking about a lot. I've been thinking about one thing specifically.
All right, one thing specifically.
So whenever I've been drinking my water, and so whenever I get like dehydrated, I start getting sad. It was crazy because like it's perfect. Like it has to be that. But I've been getting like this. So I think about the future.
Wait, but pause. Didn't I tell you that though? We had this conversation and y'all laughed at me. I told these kids part of my aspirations for being an influencer. I said I hate the heat. I think it's part of my autism, my sensory issues that when I get hot, I get upset and it just messes with my mood. And I learned this year, I believe it's sensory issues with my autism. Don't laugh at me. See, I knew he's gonna laugh. Stop laughing. What's funny about autism?
Because you haven't got diagnosed yet. This is just like speculating.
Yeah. Speculated. You don't believe I got autism?
Oh, you got something.
Everybody believes it. I gave up on trying to like say might predict it. No, I'm like it is.
Man, autism
at this point, either
plain retarded.
Either it's autism or stupidity. So it's gotta be one or the other.
Hyperfocus. It's something. It's
all of the above.
I will say it's coming at an advantage.
So I always told you, like, when I'm hot, I'm sad. And then that one day I was like, I gotta go and do something about the waters in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because when I be thirsty, like, you ever been thirsty, you just get sad. Like, and the more thirsty you get, the more depressed you get. It just makes you angry. And y'all was like, man, you just are poor. You need to get the water. And y'all was all bullying me. Everybody at the office, plus Maja was in on it, bullying me for no reason. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that. I've been thinking about life. I've been thinking about the future. I'm just like, yo, like, what is this to become? What if I really don't like this? What if it's not the water? What if I'm just drained from this, like, from this creative process? What if I'm just, this is not the path I should be on? What if it's the wrong path and I'm forcing it? That's a hard one.
So is this your 2 weeks notice or what?
If you ain't got no good advice, this is gonna be the right now. I'm gonna go kill myself. Shoot. Right, imagine before you kill yourself, you gotta put a 2 week notice into Jesus. Yeah. Anyways, so I've been thinking, like, what if I'm forcing it? And I just been thinking, like, is this the path? And being very unsure of the path, you know. And I know you probably, you've had that. I don't think now. Like, how do you feel about it now? About being unsure and like how your anxiety towards the future. I don't even think you have that. You don't feel like it.
Well, I do, but I was thinking about this today. How ironic. And I know entrepreneurs and influencers and people always say that kind of stuff, so because it sounds better for the transition. But I really was thinking about that today. Mm-hmm. Today I was thinking, like, I don't know why I still be stressed about money. I literally, like, I don't want to sound like I'm rich, but I really do make a lot of money. Like, I make enough to do what I want to do. Yeah. I just be so picky with it, and so like that I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I do make a pretty good amount of money. I don't ever have to worry about will my car go through. Like, I never, even the day before payday, like, I still can go get whatever I want if I needed it. But yet still, I be thinking like, oh, I gotta get this bread. So I think that's where, when you're talking about the anxiety about the future, that comes in. And I think it's just the blessing and the burden. I don't like to say curse. The blessing and the burden is just, like, I know where I want to be, which is a blessing. Like, I believe that God called me to do that. I truly believe that. But the burden part of it is that I'm not there. And it halts. It really does weigh down. And that's the kind of stuff that I think about during the day. Like, this is where I need to be. And every single time I go and upload a video, I'm starting over. I got, like, the most subscribed channel I have is at like 125 subs right now. Like, the money that I was making when I was 16, I'm not 125 subs in that category. Like, if we're, paralleling categories. Mm-hmm. So when I go and we're posting, we're making these videos, and we sit every week and every Wednesday and do this podcast, BRGR podcast that you can find every Friday. When we do this, I'm starting over. I'm starting from ground zero. And when people say, let me see your podcast, I got to show them 7 views. Mm-hmm. And that's different compared to where I am at work, where I am in my finances, where I am in my relationship. For my age, like, I'm a lot more advanced, and it's so humbling. And that's where I say humbling, but it's not humbling, it's depressing. But you say humbling to sound fancy with it. Yeah. But that's where the anxiety comes in. It's like, yo, this is really where I am. And it's like, I feel like, what if it takes forever to work? I don't ever feel like, what if it doesn't work? Yeah,
it's gonna work, but how long is it gonna take? Am I gonna be at it forever?
And that's enough. That's enough to cause some serious anxiety. Mm-hmm. And then also, like, what if I gotta be broke for a long time? Like I said, I'm not broke, but, like, I'm not where I want to be at all. I'm nowhere near it. I want to have a content house. I think once I get my content house, then I'll be very like, dang, I'm doing something now. Mm-hmm. When I can have my own crib and a content house, both, not one or the other, and an office if I want it. If I want a real estate office, and then I'll be cool. And until then, I think I'm going to always have the anxiety. Mm. So as far as advice to your statement, I don't know, but
thank you.
Validating it, it's valid. You're not alone in it. I think it just shows up in different ways. But that's also because you're not on the forefront of the promise, I would say. Like, I have dreams, like literal dreams at night about this kind of stuff and about the weight that it has. And I don't think, how can I say this? I don't think people feel weight about something they're not meant to carry. Dang, that's deep. That's good. It's going to be good to put the dramatic music on.
Yeah.
I don't think people feel weight about something they're not meant to carry. When you go to bed feeling this weight and this pressure, and you wake up feeling this weight and this pressure, and you go throughout your day and you go through your boring job that you don't want to be at, feeling a weight and a pressure for a dream, for a goal, for aspiration, and you just feel it weighing you down, like, this is what I got to do, this is what I got to do. You're meant to carry it. There's no way you're going to have this weight on you and God doesn't want you holding it. It's just not going to happen. And so I feel like your weight is going to look different than mine, because we're not carrying the same thing. And let's say, who knows? Like I said, you're not on the forefront of this vision. So you're not having dreams about this kind of stuff like I am. So who knows? BRGR might not even be in your future in 6 months. Who knows? Can't get married to it. It is what it is. Like, does that mean I want you to go do something else? Nah, but it is what it is. Like, it's just what happens. And so if that's the case, you got to understand that whatever weight you feel now, you are supposed to carry it. And I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe you wake up saying, wow, I want to go be a NASCAR driver. That's not the weight that I feel like you have. And so you kind of just gotta rock with the weight, I think.
Rock with the weight.
That's probably my advice. I think every day I rock with the weight. And I have had this weight to be the number one influencer on my life. I've had that weight on me since I was 6 or 7 years old. And I think before it might have been an actor or director or a movie producer or this or that. But like, even when I think about like what I really wanted to do, I wanted to be a pastor at one point. I wanted to be the president at one point. I wanted to be Tyler Perry. I wanted to be Drake. Like, everybody who I aspired to was an influencer.
Yeah, it had something to do with it. Yeah.
And so now I translate my 6-year-old brain into a mature adult brain now, and I could translate everything I thought was an influencer. And I've had that weight. And so you'll figure it out, and it'll probably end up where you realize you're doing just what you remember that conversation we had where you were like, oh, there's this guy and he wants me to come and he wants me to like basically like manage his videos, like not necessarily be the main editor or the main videographer, but just kind of like manage it and just kind of do what needs to get done to make sure I put the content out. I'm like, oh, so do what you do for me. You were like, I really think I want to do that. That's probably what I want to do in life. Like, I don't need to be the main guy, but I want to be the creator, and I want to be the funny guy. Like, I want to make jokes sometimes, and I want to make sure I want to create sometimes. Like, I don't know. I want to do it all.
The schedule. Literally on the
schedule. Like, yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah. And so it's like, you'll have those moments, but you'll realize like, I had it like so much when it came to being an influencer. I had it like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know like what the word is for it. And I just decided it's an influencer. That's the word. That's the only word I come up with. And you'll have the same thing. You're going to just keep changing the verbiage and the way you put it, but it's all the same task. It's all the same duty. It's all the same outcome.
Yeah. It's all got to be translated.
It's
from
the
now
same.
brain to late brain.
It's the same weight.
Yeah.
Just in a different form.
Bro, you realize something?
What?
We're in a garage right now.
Yeah, we are.
Like an actual one. Like, this isn't a set.
Yeah. Well, it could have been, but now you just, you gave it away.
We gotta be honest. We're broke.
Well,
this not real. This shirt's gonna decompose today. This is made out of plastic.
So far, you said 2 things that are not true. Keep going. We're broke. I don't know about that. I don't know. Also, this shirt is real. This is like. This is
go with the
like,
joke.
This is not outlet. This is real store. Like, okay. Not on sale.
Really? Oh, that's exclusive. This ain't even come out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It was actually the shirt I wore to some dance with my ex-girlfriend.
Nice.
But I paid for it, and I paid for hers. So I ain't that whole burning clothes because y'all broke. I wish I would, boy. This was $120. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it till it start getting stained, which it did yesterday. By the way, so probably won't see this one again. People ask me how I stay motivated, and honestly, I think it's just reminding myself that like nothing is on accident. A lot of times we think that we're on autopilot, like we're in the microwave generation. Everything is so auto start, auto this, auto that. We're not on autopilot. Every single morning that I wake up, I remind myself that God decided that I needed to be up today. You're not on autopilot. You're not on like, and I know it's so churchy, but like an alarm didn't wake you up. Like, it's not that you went to sleep and then you woke up the next day. You didn't just wake up. God decided, let me give him again. Let me give him breath again. Let me do it again. Try it again. Tomorrow. There's always more. So as long as you're breathing, there's more for you to do. And if you truly understand that it's not autopilot, then that's the auto motivation you need. Once you really comprehend that, because even when I'm feeling demotivated, that's one of the main things I remind myself. Like, this is not autopilot. You can just shut down at any moment. Think of it kind of like maybe if you're a robot and somebody came and took your batteries out. Somebody can take your batteries out at any moment. You could just right now have a car, like go into cardiac arrest. Just at any moment. It doesn't matter what age you are, what race, where you are. It literally does not matter. So the fact that you have not yet, man, it's time to put some work in. It's time to do whatever it is that I feel right now God has called me to do. Regardless if that thing is what you're going to be doing in 5 years. If right now you feel like this is my moment, this is what I need to do, this is what I'm called to, then do that right now. Who cares if it's different tomorrow? Be consistent. Commit to what you're going to do and do it as long as you can until the wheels fall off or until God like, next thing, or until God like, come with me, whatever it is. One of the three options.
You gotta take your batteries out.
Yeah. Ain't no autopilot around here.
Ain't no autopilot. We got purpose.
Yeah.
We got purpose, not autopilot.
Stop. You're trying. Just cut it out. I'm like, when is he gonna let it go? I knew you were going there, and I was trying to give you the look, like, hey, no, don't do that. But you did it. So.
Dang, bro, I tried to give you a book title. Purpose, not autopilot. Come on now.
No.
He said stop.
Yeah.